Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of Wuchang Fallen Feathers running on PC. I think I didn't get anywhere when we played last, because I forgot what I was doing. I think that's still the case right now. I don't exactly remember where, where I'm supposed to go. And by the time I get to someplace new, I end up dying. Because, the game is hard. As a function of a game. The game is supposed to be hard. For everything. Oh, we're back here. Gigantic claw marks. This guy's in here anymore? Shortcut.
You're gonna steal run for it? Or are you waiting to get caught? Shh! Did you hear that?
In the middle of my animation. Okay. Man, a few words.
Been to the Shoe Sanctum yet? Any word?
Yeah, I better hand over the letters.
I see. So that's what became of them. What's your next step?
I do not know.
If you're leaving, steer clear of the Tang Emperor's palace. It's dangerous out there. Don't want you caught up in the chaos.
Huh? Ma'am! Oh, it's a pleasure to see you again. Thanks to that thing you found, my brother is all better. I must say, the Taoists here are truly generous. They took care of my brother, and even gave me herbs to enhance my strength. I'm considering heading to Cloudspire. I've heard the people there suffer under rebel rule, and I want to help. Until we meet again. Perhaps by then, I'll be a top warrior, and we can sit down for a real drink.
Have you been to the Shoe Sanctum? The High Priest. Fate can be most cruel indeed. He who should heal others has been stricken by the very affliction he sought to cure. Legend says the Shu Sanctum was rebuilt by the descendants of Shu at the dawn of this dynasty to honor their ancestor Duriel. Many Shu descendants have settled nearby. Though their customs differ from the surrounding folk, they coexist in harmony. Once, there were two priests at the Shu Sanctum, a teacher and an alchemist. For years, their work greatly benefited the locals. The Shu medicine, passed down through the ages, is indeed extraordinary. At first, I sought their counsel on various ailments. Initially, it showed promise against the feathering, but alas, the effects did not endure. Yet tragedy befell them. One vanished, the other transformed and was never seen again. Even the greatest healers can fall victim to fate's cruel designs. Alas, it is the common folk who suffer most. The blood that the warrior Nian brought is truly remarkable. It has succeeded in alleviating the pain of the feathering. Alas, he forced it all into this young man's mouth before I could examine it properly. If only I could have studied it for a few more days. Well.
Yep, that's where we started. No point in going back there. Still got me. How did that get me? I swear.
you made it. Got some new stuff for you. Come back soon, you hear?
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment. Isn't this the priest's cane? I figured this day would come. The priest hails from ancient Shu, and any pilgrim visiting the Shu Sanctum must seek his approval. The bronze cane he wields is a relic passed down from the Emperor of Shu. And he's taken it for his own while he secretly brews his elixirs. As for what those elixirs do, only he knows. Oh, yes, that reminds me. There's a vault beneath the Shu Sanctum. It is said to be full of priceless artifacts. Truth be told, that's why I'm here. I've had my eye on those treasures for a while. Oh, but I'm just a humble merchant. I lack your particular skill set. Why not go and take a look for yourself? I will pay top price for whatever you find.
Bro, this water's freezing.
About those rumors. Yes, I may have had a little dalliance with an actress from Worship's Rise. Oh, but don't believe everything you hear, friend. Here, take this. It's valuable. I trust you'll keep this between us. From now on, I will make it worth your while for anything you bring my way.
Why do they sell this? I mean, they give you this to you when you start the game. Yeah, these are for magic builds. Yeah, I'm not sure why you'd want to buy it, unless you lose it for some reason. Which, you know, I wouldn't put it past the game to do that to you.
I heard from a Taoist priest that she gnaws on some small... They call it the white jade. If only I could have it. Now that you're home.
this board on forever.
Off with your head!
Damn it. Keep getting stun locked. the timing to dodge that. Oh, what the heck? Oh my god, really? Really, you can fall through that. I had no idea. Couldn't see where I was. I know, he came running out to meet me, only to die. Maybe it wasn't a good decision that day. Brave souls, heed my call, I, Luo, and gather force to take down the man-eating demons that plague us. These foul creatures spawned from the earth itself, lurk in the shadows, and stalk by night. They're elusive, and their hunger is endless. Rally at my estate. Arms at the ready. Together we shall forge a plan to purge this evil from our lands. Yeah, you know, it didn't work out real well. Something tells me you're not a good planner. What's this? Oh, does this go back to the main palace? Oh, it does. Okay, got myself a little shortcut, huh? So this is basically the main hub. I haven't gained any red mercury all this time. Hold on a minute. Oh, look at you. Yes, they're allowed to stun lock me. I cannot stun lock them. Hold on a minute. Siren.
Ah, you seek the path to the Tang Emperor's palace. I fear that the route is no longer open. The rebels departed months ago, yet the soldiers still stand guard there. It is rather peculiar. Rumor has it, it holds secrets. I had hoped to search for cures among the Emperor's scriptures there, but now it seems the only way in is through Doom Willow Beach. Now that I think about it, though the road to Doom Willow Beach is blocked by flames, I have heard whispers from the townsfolk of a hidden passage beneath the Shu Sanctum. As for where the entrance lies, no one seems to know.
Doesn't open from this side. God, I played a while ago and got to a boss, but no, I have no idea how to get to that boss again. infinite turns.
The wicked!
For the Empire! Die!
Oh. Just cannot stun them at all. They just continue on their merry way.
Purge the wicked!
So delayed. And just when I think I time it right, it's a little late, right? Because you don't time it at the time of impact. You time it just a little bit before, which is not what I'm used to. You know, I'm used to hitting notes on the note, not hit a note before the note. It's very unintuitive. Although that's it's common in a Souls-like to make a player do that, but it's not intuitive to a musician. It's like, you want me to hit my note before my note needs to be hit. You don't want me to hit my note on my note. Nope. People always compare this stuff to a dance, and it's like, well, this is like the worst dancing partner you'll ever have in your life if they're always hitting a note before the note actually happens. Like I said, I know it's a thing Souls-likes do, but it's a thing that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to implement it the way Souls-likes do. And it's not, you know, inherently intuitive to a human being who likes rhythm.
Die!
Well, that's such a long combo, you know. I think it's what really gets me.
The Empire! Purge the wicked!
I know, it's not even a boss. It's just a regular enemy. Or, I mean, a slightly stronger enemy. How are you? Dude. Just put my controller down for a minute. Jackass. Heck, why are you shooting me? Who's tougher, the boss? Shadow. Apparently this boss.
For the Empire! Die!
Yeah, it's just, you don't get a break. He just has this really long combo. I was like, give me a turn. Why? Why is your turn so long? It is funny that he can, you know, he can kill my my shadow. You know, pretty easily.
Purge the wicked!
It does also kind of suck that I have to run such a long ways to get to him, even though there's no enemies in the way. Or I can make sure that there are no enemies in the way, but it's like, you know, why is my checkpoint so far away? Every single Souls-like has this problem where they just want you to run to, you know, a boss which they or an enemy which would take you a couple of tries. You know, it's kind of designed to be a little bit more difficult. It's like, well, we want you to run all the way there. And I was like, well, why? Just put a spawn right here in front.
Purge the wicked! For the Empire! Die!
You know, it seems to have some additional move, which I am not aware of. Because that lunge, I thought that would be it. He would stop and do a charging move. But no, he has a lunging forward spear, double spear. I was like, when did you do that last time? I don't recall that happening last time. That's so random. It's so hard to learn patterns in this game because they spread them out so much. his spears have way more reach than mine, and his spears are shorter. It's like, come on now, really. I mean, he's holding his spears like in the middle of the handle. I mean, look how much longer my spear is than his. But I still can't reach him, and somehow he can reach me. Yeah, I do feel the distances in the game, they seem awful close. They seem closer than I would expect them to be.
For the Empire! Die! Fiend! Purge the wicked!
Almost. Do I have discipline skills for the weapon? I think I only have one. Oh, well, I don't have access to parry for a while. Remember, I'm not very far in the game. Yeah, it's going to take me a long time to get parry. It's going to take me, a long time just to get block, They want to hide those two particular styles of combat. They just want you to dodge when you first play, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think of this game as like a more related to Dark Souls 1 than like later iterations.
Purge the wicked!
Oh, okay, that's nice. Let's fall off the damn cliff. This enemy is funny because he'll kill my shadow, so I just have to let him kill my shadow, and then I go after him. Oh, sure, yeah. I actually love that about the game, is that you can just respec whenever you want. There's no, like, item you have to consume or anything stupid like that. It encourages creativity, you know. Encourages you to play around with the systems. Hey, where'd he go? Did he jump off the ledge with me? What? I didn't even see him die. He must have followed me. Yeah, game's a little buggy. I mean, that's kind of too bad, because it's not like I didn't want to fight him. I mean, I wanted to fight him. Oh, I have to lock? Of course I do, yeah. I was like, how are you talking to me? Offer divine gift. Offer fragment of divine gift. What do I have that's a divine gift? Yeah, sure. I've got to look. Gaze. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to do.
Away now. Come on, let's head to town. I want a steamed bunny bun. Oh, and candied hawthorns too.
Ooh, candied hawthorns. Instant tooth decay. Yeah, I was playing a little bit of TFD earlier, and I gotta say I do like the new area. I like that it's, you know, maybe not super duper hard, but it's pretty hard. I died quite a few times playing some of the missions there. Wait, was that all that was there? That's kind of a bummer. I thought there'd be like another area to go to. Yeah, and Wall Crusher is pretty intense fight. Even with all Serenas, it took quite a while. Oh, there's where you were attacking me before. I was like, where the hell did you come from? Yeah, it's a little buggy, but you know, I mean, not any more buggy than this game, and we're willing to play this game, you know. Let's see. This just leads me back to where I started, if I remember right. Yeah, I think I've died once to Wall Crusher, and then I won once to Wall Crusher. It's kind of a bummer you just can't spawn him whenever you want. I mean, you gotta wait for him to spawn. You know, you gotta make time for him. You gotta schedule an appointment. He's just not available for anyone. He's too big of a star. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things that like the community sort of asked for, like community, you know, time-based events. And then we get it and it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to wait around for that stuff. Yeah, and the two little mini colossus that spawn, they're pretty tough too. They're definitely bullet sponges. So was there nothing besides that one little mini boss in that area? It seems like there should be something else here. They even made like a little shortcut to this area, and then you don't do much more than fight, which doesn't seem like a full-fledged boss. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. I guess it's just a bonus area. I guess I didn't need to go there. Time to go under. I mean, under the temple? I think that place was like full of poison, wasn't it? Hmm. These Souls designers, they just love like poison bogs and poison swamps. It's like, man, why do they got a copy of like the worst parts of their own games? I was like, you don't need to copy that. Nobody likes a poison bog. My friends are trying to convince me to move to California. I'm just like, why would I do that? I mean, unless I had a job offer, like a specific job offer, then it just wouldn't make any sense. Like, I don't have any problem with the state, you know, not like super weird about living in that state, but you know, you had to make quite a bit more money. No, I mean, Northern California is fine. Southern California is a little weird. I mean, I live in Oregon right now, and it's, you know. Oh, what? Oh my god, I fell 2 feet. She died. Yeah, I live in Oregon, so, you know, California is not, like, super weird to me. I'm not one of those people that likes the weather, though. Like, it, you know, kind of always being warm and sunny. Actually, not super duper, not like a real fan of that. Like, some people feel like they're more depressed or just, you know, feel a little bit more down if they don't have sunny weather all the time. But I like the weather up here. You know, I like rainstorms and I like fog. And maybe I don't like freezing rain. That stuff can go to hell. But outside of that, you know, I like having variety. You know, I like having a raincoat that's just not decorative, you know. Although nobody in the state uses an umbrella or a raincoat. So. It's like, how dare you wimp out on that, on the weather here. You just sit through that, asswipe. Umbrella Pasha. Guys in Oregon look at you crazy. You bring out an umbrella. Like, what are you doing? It's just rain. Rain's 40% of the year. Who the hell cares? Huh? Let's get used to it. So what are you gonna do? Bring an umbrella on the trail, right? You gonna go camping with an umbrella? I mean, hiking is like such a big deal over here, just because there's trails everywhere. I mean, there's a freaking national forest park in the city, within the city limits. So you know. Portland's got one of those. It's like every trail is like a horror movie trail, you know. Like something you'd see, like right before you die. Some guy jumps out from the woods. That's like every trail in Oregon. It's like nice and sunny, like maybe when you first start, and then as the evening kind of gets going, it gets like a little less light, and then the fog rolls in, and you're just like, huh. Well, I hope I don't run into any evil spirits, because this is like the perfect setting for them. Well, Oregonians, we'll just camp in that. We'll pitch a tent and like, yeah, let's start a fire. You know, coyotes, you know, howling in the background. We'll say the dumbest stuff like, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. I'm pretty sure when they're biting my butthole, they're not afraid of me. I kind of think they have the advantage at that point in time. Because I'm not biting their butt, you know. I'm not a furry. Who the heck was shooting me? Was there a ladder here? Oh, I mean, there is a ladder here, but... I'm running and they take pot shots at me. Okay, pot boy. God, you are the worst. The worst enemy in this game. At least if you want to find them legitimately. Mechanism can't be used right now. Really? Yeah, man, Oregonians are hardcore. Hold on a minute. It's funny if you don't live in twerking zombie. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, sometimes I have to go get my packages from my front door, because delivery will just drop it off at the front door. I'm sure sometimes the neighbors wonder why I'm wearing cat ears. It's like, is that what I think it is? What? I got blind. Oh, okay. Well, don't stick around that thing, I guess, huh? When it dies, run. I know. It's obvious it was a trap. Yeah, for a while there were like news stories about how dangerous Portland was, or is. Like, you can't go 2 feet without running into, some communist revolutionary, or whatever, some weird protester or something, depending on where you get your news. But let me tell you, man, downtown Portland. It's so freaking boring. Like, nobody goes there. Nobody goes there because they sort of re-engineered all the streets to allow for more, like, bicycles and light rail, or what we consider mass transit. And so it's actually kind of hard to get around in a car to go downtown, and then most of the parking is privatized. So, if you want to park for free, or if you want to find a meter and park on the street, you have like a very, very limited selection of places that you can park. Otherwise, you have to go to a parking lot and pay the parking lot fees. So it's like there's like absolutely no incentive to go downtown. Yeah, it's funny how when I grew up, downtown was super busy. I mean, it'd be just like what you'd see in a movie. With just people just all over the place walking around, going about their daily lives. But it is freaking empty now. And after the pandemic, a lot of businesses couldn't make it, or during the pandemic, a lot of businesses couldn't make it. And, not too many of them came back. And the ones that are here are kind of like bougie places. It's places where like a hamburger is, $25. Oh, I had no health. Okay, I should probably pay attention. In my defense, you know, it's actually kind of hard to see those things. I mean, unless you're like specifically paying attention to the floor, you know. I just can't believe I had that little health. It would actually kill me. I know, it loves to put enemies that you can't reach in the in your way. It's like, come on, game. I mean, this game is definitely not for people who have a temper, right? Because just so many funny deaths happen. Well, I mean, I think they're funny. I'm sure somebody else would have like a different opinion on them, which is maybe why the game is not that popular. But I say if you put up with all the freaking jank of Shadow the Shard Tree, you know, the Elden Ring DLC, then, you know, this is about the same level of jank, you know. At least before all the patching. I mean, I think they've patched that game quite a bit since release, but, you know, I played that game during release, and I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of falling off a cliff or passing through an enemy. Or just generally getting, you know, ripped off by a boss that can read your inputs. I mean, there was a lot of that going on in that game, in that expansion. What is all this gross stuff here? Jeez. A living coffin. Oh, wow, blight sucks, huh? Yeah, I'd actually say this game has a little bit more polish than Elden Ring, but that may be not fair because Elden Ring was a larger open world. And it was made by FromSoft. I mean, those guys can't program worth of crap. They make super interesting games, but you know, I can't say they're like skilled at it. Now, why can't I target this thing? Is it just for show? Seems like it's something that I should, you know, want to take care of. Oh, 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 oh. Is that the Turkin zombie? Look at him, man. He's going at it. Oh, he really is dancing. I thought it was maybe kind of weird animation. No dancing. Have you ever seen Footloose? I mean, that's a super old movie. Yeah, it's probably, most people probably haven't seen that movie. Ah. Actually, I think there was a remake of Footloose, if I remember correctly. But even that's an old movie. It's like there was a remake of Point Break a couple of years ago. Well, more than a couple of years ago now, but I just remember thinking to myself, man, why remake a terrible movie? Or, not terrible, but well, why remake a movie that's really not good? And then it turns out the remake also was not that good. I was like, yeah. Kind of matches. Remaking Total Recall, which actually doesn't look too bad. Though I don't know, you can't replace the you know, all of the classic lines from the original. You know, it makes L. What does it make, Arnold? It makes L. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it has been a while since we've seen Kate Beckinsale. She kept doing those underworld movies. Or as I like to call them, the underwear movies. Well, she's aged pretty well. You know, some people are pretty lucky. They don't start looking too bad when they get older. Yeah. That's not most of us, though. Most of us, you know, look like train wrecks as time goes on. I could not. It was like a jump cut. I could not avoid that attack. Underworld. Maybe the first Underworld. Like, all the sequels were kind of not good. I remember, like that first Underworld, they made a big deal out of Scott Speedman's character. And it's he's the hybrid. He's like going to be so strong and so awesome. And then that guy just gets his ass kicked through 2.5 movies. He just gets beat over and over again. And then they just finally kill him in one of the movies, and they didn't even like show it. Like, huh, well, so much for the hybrid being this awesome thing, huh? I guess they finally realized that, you know, nobody's watching it for that guy. You know, and no shade off that guy. But you weren't going to an Underworld movie to see, you know, the hybrid dude. You were mainly, you know, wondering, you know, how much tighter, you know, Kate Beckinsale's suit could get. It's like, isn't she getting older? Why is it like 2 sizes smaller than the last suit that she wore? I just fell through the hole. That's great.
We've got to keep moving. Once we find the exit.
I swear the Nell, the default Nell costume is basically Kate Beckinsale. Some people say Trinity, but I say it's whatever her name is in Underworld. I can never dodge those in time. I just always take it. See, these guys don't fall off. Why is it I always fall off? My ass falls off so easy. These guys are like on the back of their heels, and they can still make they can still not get knocked off a ledge. You think she's female Neo? Yeah. I kind of see more Underworld than Neo. Although, you know, I haven't finished going through the story, but it is, I think, a little bit more intriguing in the story this time around. I keep talking about TFT. I'm not even talking about this game. Well, I am talking about this game. Mainly how fun it is every time I die. Which is often. Oh yeah, I don't have Nell either. I mean, that's going to take a while. They made sure to get it. They made sure it was just as hard to get her as it was Haley when she first came out. Oh, the little guy got me. Oh, I mean, I guess it was the girl. I thought it was one of those tiny little guys. Wow, this is a dangerous area. This game does not give you any breaks. It is out to punish you. It's like, you only paid $50. Yeah. Take your medicine. Yeah, like I said, these are the kind of levels which is like, nobody likes these levels in these games. Yet every single one of these games has a level like this. where it's either super dark, or it's full of poison, or both, you know. And then not only can you get poisoned, you know, you can die from poison, but then you can also die from just getting ambushed. I don't know. I really like this game, though. I mean, thankfully I finished Xenoblade Chronicles X, so I'll have time for another game. I mean, the game was consuming me for, I don't know, what is it, 3 or 4 months? I mean, it took a long time to beat that game. Hopefully this game is not going to be like that. Although you never know, I really suck at it, so it may take me way longer to play. I want to finish Kazan too. I mean, I had such a fun time with that one, but so many games came out after Kazan. Okay, scream, my lady. Come on. Man, I do not want a hug. Everything wants to hug you in this game. Okay, I was like, well, there's got to be something here. There's no way this treasure's just going to be there for me to get. I thought it would come from above, but nope, it came from below. Do I want to climb down yet? Well, let's see what's over here. Oh, I saw it too. Well, see you later, dude. I hope that was worth it. Oh, is that a pot demon? Okay, I thought for sure they'd give me a pot demon. Oh, am I back here? I finally have some essence. Man, it just takes forever to build one of these, or build up one of this stuff. +1 endurance, rapid temperance. Impetus, what is this one? This is while at 50% madness, the Skyborn Might cost of casting Echo type spells is reduced by 1 stack. Good longsword? Unlocks acupoints temperance. Utilize different stone needles on your acupoints. Seems like a thing that I would want. Blink kick. Gotta have hardly even used my my specials. Okay, we played 2 hours, so why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. Gotta use the bathroom. Sitting too long.